Minister, often in this chamber, as deputies, we have to talk about injustices or unfairnesses or cruelties that happen to other people, and we have to convey their concerns, their pain, their desire for remedy. But occasionally you have to talk about something of which you have direct personal experience, and for me this is one of those occasions. Next Tuesday, 13 years ago, I had to bury my daughter Ella, who was born with foetal abnormalities, trisomy 13, and she would be 13 this spring. It was a beautiful spring day, exactly like today, when we had to bury her. And myself and her mother and her two brothers think about her every day. We have a tree which a friend of ours kindly gave us at the time, planted up Cliney Hill to remind us of her, and we go up every year to remember her and think about how she might be here, she might still be here, because she was a daughter that we desperately wanted. And when we received the diagnosis that she had a condition that was incompatible with life, we couldn't understand it, couldn't get our head around that idea. And we went to the ends of the earth, from geneticists to doctors, first opinions, second opinions, third opinions, looking for alternative, if alternative medicine had some different perspective. We looked in every possible direction to cling on to the hope that she might live. But there was no doubt about it. It was an absolute certainty that she would not live because she had a condition that was incompatible with life. And that makes this situation that we're talking about completely unique. It has nothing to do with the right to life, because you cannot protect a life when we are talking about a condition that is incompatible with life. It can't be protected. And that is the point of this bill. That's why the Constitution does not apply. The constitutional protection to life does not apply, because this is a life that cannot be saved. Setting aside all the debates and disputes about life and choice and all the rest of it, this is a life that cannot be saved. And even though this is a life which the parents want desperately to be saved. And so the issue of misdiagnosis doesn't come into it, because in these circumstances, the parents will go to the ends of the earth. We don't even need the safeguard that is in this bill of 2 doctors, because I can guarantee you that every parent in this situation won't go to 2 doctors. They'll go to 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll explore every single possible avenue in the desperate hope that their child will survive. And it is only when there is absolutely, when it becomes clear, when they finally get their heads around the fact that there is no chance of survival, that they will relinquish that hope. So the issue of misdiagnosis doesn't come into it, and constitutional protections for life don't come into it. This is a tragedy, whatever way you look at it. And it's a tragedy that will stay with the people who are victims of it for the rest of their lives. And not just for their lives, but if there are brothers or sisters involved, for their lives too. My children think about their sister all the time, and wish she was there. Desperately wish that she was there. But she couldn't survive. She was a victim of the cruelty of nature. Nothing else. The cruelty of nature. Something that we cannot control. So the only question before this House and all of the deputies here is, are we going to in some way alleviate, or at least not compound, the terrible tragedy of losing a wanted child, which the parents and the families of children with these, or babies with these conditions, are going to suffer. That's the issue. Are we going to allow hundreds of people again this year to go through this terrible tragedy and make it worse for them? They're going to go through the tragedy anyway. They're going to feel the pain. They'll feel it for the rest of their lives. But are we going to make it worse? That's the issue.